Roll call, Judy.
John Dooley,
Here.
Jim Pruitt,
Here.
Horace Reese,
Here.
Don Whipple,
Here.
Bill Ernst.
Here. Agenda approval. Anybody see anything that needs to be changed, additions, or subtractions?
I move no, let's go, move it on.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, John, you want to do read the approval of the minutes? Judy, you want to read the minutes, please?
City of Greensburg, Indiana, Board of Aviation Commissioners, Monday, January the 28th, 2019. Call to order. President Bill Ernst has called the meeting to order at 7 p.m. Roll call. Board members present were Bill Ernst, John Dooley, Jim Pruitt, Horace Reese, and Don Whipple. Airport Manager Jerry Scheidler, Don Tribbett of Tribbett Law, Andrew Maximovich of BF&S, and Mayor Dan Menace were also present. Paul Shaffer of BF&S was absent. Judy Kirk performed the duties of secretary. Election of officers. Don Whipple made a motion and Jim Pruitt to retain the same officers for 2019. Bill Ernst for president and John Dooley for vice president. There were no other nominations from the floor. The motion passed unanimously by roll call vote 5-0. Agenda approval. The meeting agenda was reviewed. Bill Ernst noted that there would be 2 changes to the agenda. 1, under new business, the resolution number should be changed to AV 2019-1. And 2, Paul Shaffer of BF&S would be represented by Andrew Maximovich. Don Whipple made a motion and John Dooley seconded the motion to approve the agenda as amended. The motion passed unanimously by voice vote 5-0. Minutes. Judy Kirk read the December 17, 2019 minutes. Don Whipple made a motion and John Dooley seconded the motion to approve the minutes as read. The motion passed unanimously by voice vote 5-0. Financial report. John Dooley read the financial report. There was no old business. New business. Resolution number AV 2019-1. John Dooley read the resolution requesting the city council to issue revenue bonds to the board. Horace Reese made a motion and Don Whipple seconded the motion to approve that resolution number AV 2019-01 bond ordinance be presented to the city council, recommending that the council adopt the resolution authorizing the issuance of revenue bonds to fund a portion of the construction of the costs of airport capital improvements, including the acquisition of real property and refunding of the outstanding note with estimated total cost not to exceed $3,500,000. The motion passed unanimously by roll call vote 5-0. Don Tribbett of Tribbett Law. Don Tribbett presented an engagement letter from Patty Zelmer of Ice Miller to the board. Don requested that the board retain Patty Zelmer of Ice Miller as bond counsel. Jim Pruitt made a motion and Horace Reese seconded the motion to retain Patty Zelmer of Ice Miller as bond counsel. The motion passed unanimously by roll call vote 5-0. Don also noted that he has not yet received the appraisal contracts to be presented for signature. They are still waiting for the survey descriptions. Hopefully they'll be ready by the next meeting. Andrew Maximovich of BF&S. Andrew reported that they have received FAA 2017 grant partial pay request number 4 for AIP 12 for the preliminary engineering for a federal share of $36,270, a state share of $22,015, and a local share of $2,015. That should be $22,000.
Correct. Yeah, both the local and
They
the
should
state
match.
share should match, should be 2015.
Okay, for a total of $40,300. The grant is 62% complete. Airport Manager's Report. Jerry Scheidler reported that there is still 1 hangar available in D2. He stated that he is kept busy with snow removal and all new equipment is working as promised. Approval of bills. Bill Ernst has presented the bills for payment. Motion number 1, approval to pay the bill presented from Butler, Fairman, and Seaford Civil Engineers for $40,942. John Dooley made a motion and Don Whipple seconded the motion to approve the payment of the BF&S bill for $40,942 as presented. The motion passed unanimously by roll call vote 5-0. Motion 2, approval to pay the regular bills. Don Whipple made a motion and Jim Pruitt seconded the motion. to pay the bills as presented for a total of $2,593.35. The motion passed unanimously by roll call vote 5-0. Comments from the board and/or public. Lana Martin, daughter of property owners Larry and Pam Robbins, spoke to the board on behalf of her parents. Lana read a letter written by her parents stating that on January the 21st, 2019, someone had trespassed on their property and surveyed without permission. Meeting adjournment and next meeting date. There being no further business before the board, John Dooley made a motion and Jim Pruitt seconded the motion to adjourn the meeting. The motion passed unanimously by voice vote 5-0, and President Bill Ernst has adjourned the meeting at 7:22 p.m. The next meeting will be held on Monday, February the 25th, 2019, at City Hall at 7 p.m.
With that one correction, is there any other corrections anybody see?
I think there was two. I didn't mark
Was that for
what it
the
was.
state share was $2,015 instead of $22,000?
It should be 22 instead of 2.
Yeah. Should be only one. I move that we approve with that change.
It was just a clarification thing. I think it was their election of officers. Don Whipple made a motion to retain the same officers. That's all right. It's just 10 years.
Jim
10
Pruitt
years from now,
seconded.
you need to go back, it'll be confusing.
Jim Pruitt seconded.
I left out the word in second, is that what you mean? Left out the word seconded.
Forgot the word second.
Yeah.
I'll fix that one.
Okay. All right. All those in favor of approving?
With those changes, aye.
Aye. Aye.
Do we have a second on
Oh, wait a minute. Who made the motion to
I
approve?
made the motion.
He made the motion to approve.
John.
We have a second?
And Don seconded.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
that? I would like to, I think we all got this email from Don Tribbett. I had sent Don a email back. Don had sent an email about, I think it was in the December
I
minutes.
changed them according to his
Okay,
suggestions.
I got something from Bill, but I didn't have a chance to open or maybe it was from you, I don't know. But anyway, but I didn't know if that had been
No, there's
corrected.
nothing on it.
To say that people from Greensburg are not excluded,
Correct.
but are just probably no longer qualified to.
That's been changed, and Don did, I mailed the change to him to make sure that it was correct, and he approved.
That's all I.
Bill,
Report, John.
this,
Yeah.
this might be the time for me to mention this and maybe some other time, but you brought me this material today, and when I saw that from the clerk treasurer, all what we're gonna pay today, from the little village where I came from, they got in deep trouble with the way that's there, about 20 years ago. with the state
Wait, what's
government.
set up?
Well, all of the, just go up to the meeting, when we get there, I'll bring it back up.
Okay. John? Financial report.
All right, financial report for the Greensburg Municipal Airport. It's broken into 3 accounts. The airport improvement account for the airport, the year-to-date balance is $56,448.92. Aviation rotor fuel account balance year-to-date is $41,951.98. And the airport operations account, $110,438.37. The total of all 3 accounts combined is $208,839.27.
I got a new phone and I don't know how to shut it off.
Could you repeat those last couple, John? The airport operations
Yes.
total?
Airport operations, $110,438.37. And the total of all 3, $208,839.27.
Thank you.
Okay. Moving on then, there's no old business, new business. I passed out to you each a copy of what Mr. Trippett has sent to us on the cost for appraisals for the different pieces of property. He would like to have someone make a motion to approve that we sign these. They won't be signed till after the city council meeting Monday, but he wants them to be ready to be signed at that time, so we can go ahead and start with the appraisals. Otherwise, if we wait till next month's meeting, it'll put us a month behind on getting ready for the appraisals.
Yeah, don't sign them until after the completion. You know, the city council will make their approval, so.
We need a motion.
But I would make a motion that contingent upon city council's approval of the bonds, that then the board authorize the president to sign for these, sign the contract for these appraisals.
I'd second.
Okay, Morris second.
Any further discussion? If not, roll call vote, please, Judy.
John Dooley,
Yes, authorize.
Jim Pruitt,
Yes.
Forrest Reese,
Yes.
Don Whipple.
Yes.
Bill Ernst.
Yes. Mr. Shaffer.
Good evening. Got basically a project update. We've got the boundary surveys all wrapped up. Topo surveying still going on. Most of the field work's done now, but the boundary survey is all done, and the legal descriptions were sent to Mr. Tribbett for negotiating with the appraisals. So that's where we're at, and well, we owe an aviation easement description to Mr. Tribbett yet for aviation easements, but all of the fee simple property has been described, so we can go ahead and get appraising on that, subject to the city council's approval on moving forward. So I've got two pay requests for the open grants with the FAA. Got one for AIP number 12 and AIP number 13. Number 12 is the grant that's been open for a little while. We're on partial pay request number 5, and that's for federal share $9,180, state share $510, and local share $510. So the total of all shares is $10,200. And this is on bills that you've already incurred. It's to get the FAA money and the state money coming back to the community to get you paid back into your capital fund. The other pay request is partial pay request number 1 on AIP 13. And it's for a federal share of $15,948, state share $886, local share $886, for a total of $17,720. That's on the most recent grant. And you might ask, well, why are we turning in payments on the most recent grant when we haven't depleted the previous grant yet? The previous grant is currently at 64%, 64.47%, and the newer grant is at 3.87%. The reason is they like to see a draw every 6 months on the grants to keep them active, and so we're making a token draw on the other grant to make the bookkeepers happy. So, but we still have quite a ways to go on the first grant before it's completed yet.
I have to sign for those.
Yeah, I think you should have a motion to approve these partial pay requests into the record for the State Board of Accounts, and then have your signature on it.
I'll make that motion.
Should we just one motion for both, or should we just do, or two separate motions, two separate actions? Since one's on the other.
Yeah, I'd say probably 2 separate.
Okay, let's do that. Or you want to make yours on that grant
Let's go
12?
with that motion.
Okay,
Have a second.
second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
a motion on the other one also.
I'll move on the other one.
Okay.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion's approved. I'll sign that after the meeting.
Sure, that concludes my report unless there's any questions.
Okay?
Thank you.
Airport manager, please.
Well, I have nothing new to report. Still got one empty hangar. Other than that, everything's moving normally at the airport. If somebody's got anything they want to ask me, that's all I have to report. Okay.
Okay. Approved payments for the bills. There are two sets. One is for $17,222 for Butler, Furman, and Seifert. And we'll do several ones on these. Everybody have a chance to look at them?
Bill, that's where I wanted to say something about.
Okay.
When I moved down here, the little town where I lived in was in a problem just like this. I had two friends who was on the town board, and if you noticed, if you looked at these bills, the first three are all under payroll. Second four are all under payroll.
That must be the other set.
Third group is all under payroll. They got in big trouble, cost them $20,000 to get out, the State Board of Accounts. The reason I know about it is I had two good friends on the town board. It has nothing to do with us, it has nothing to do with the clerk, that'll get her in trouble someday.
Okay. I'll talk to Ashley about it. Back to the first section with the Butler, Furman, Seifert. $17,222.
I make a motion to pay it.
Donald seconds.
Roll call vote, please, Judy.
John Dooley.
Yes, Peg.
Jim Pruitt.
Hey,
Morris Reese.
Okay,
Don Woodhull.
yes.
Bill Armstrong.
Pay. The other set of bills are for $2,540.53.
I have a question. Or could you clarify what your exception was to the multiple payroll things? I guess I didn't understand your concern with the payroll entries.
well, if you notice, just for example, the first three things that was the liability Medicare insurance, airport administration personnel,
Right.
and but it comes under, in the beginning, name of payee, payroll. It's not payroll.
Those are all,
The only one that comes under payroll is the guy sitting right there.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. I agree.
those are all payroll expenses. You have Medicare and Social Security taxes are payroll deductions. I mean, things taken out of that check are then, those are payroll deductions.
Maybe okay, you know,
Okay, I just wanted to clarify, I guess I didn't understand those aren't all legitimate payroll expenses.
I'll talk to her about it anyway.
Yeah, check it out.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve payment?
I'll move.
Do I have a second?
I'll say,
Roll call, Judy.
John Dooley.
Yes, Peg.
Jim Pruitt.
Hey,
Morris Reese.
hey,
Don Woodhull.
yes.
Bill Armstrong.
Paid. Okay. Any further comments from the board? Or anybody from the audience? Okay, next, if not, I'll accept the motion to adjourn, next meeting being March 25th,
I am so
4 weeks from now.
confused.
All right, I'll move, we adjourn.
Also.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.